Hello, and welcome to the Ideal Forever Partner Magnet Podcast, the show where we explore the infinite benefits of creating the relationship of a lifetime, attracting our ideal forever partner like a magnet, and living our best life as the highest and best version of ourselves. I'm your host, Arell Holloway. I'm the results coach, fitness expert, former real estate investor, and founder of UTAIY, Unveiling the Angel in You, and the World Impact Compound Movement. This podcast is for overachievers and romantics that never learned the art of love relationships. That was me. Anyone wanting to improve their relationships and receiving and having, as well as giving unconditional love. And the biggest impact I can make in someone's life is to teach them how to manifest their ideal forever partner. So with this podcast, I'm dedicating to help souls around the world wake up to who you really are and what you really want in life, helping you on your path of learning about unconditional love by creating significant epic relationships that generate happy memories. Arell's golden nugget. Our life's meaning truly begins when who we think we are aligns with who we actually are. Today's topic, who are you really? And why this means everything to your future and happiness to get clear on. Who we think we are is what we identify as. Who we really are may be something completely different. Human beings identify in one of three ways. Whichever one of these three ways we identify as is who we truly believe we are, whether that's so or not. Would it be closer to the truth to say that there are three ways human beings identify? Either we become to believe that our body is who we truly are. This is the lowest form of self-identity. Here are symptoms of a human being identifying as their body. Mainly think of life in a physical form. Are terrified of death because when life is over, and as far as we know, there's no way our flesh can live after death. This means that the end of our life is an existence forever. We draw attention to how we look. We value how we look over anything else. How we look is the most important thing to us. How other people look is the most important thing to us as well. We're very self-aware of our physical function and physical abilities. Basically, we believe that we are the shell. People that identify as their body think that the mind thinks too much, believe the soul is fantastic or a myth. The second way we come to believe who we are is our mind. Here are some symptoms of believing the mind is who we really are and truly are. We think of everything in an intellectual way. Without you value intelligence above all things. We tend to get trapped in our mind, which often we are unable to turn off. Spending too much time in our mind can lead to mind games, illusions, conspiracies, suspicions, self-creations. IQ is our scoreboard. We look down on others who don't value it, intelligence above all things. It's easy for us to get trapped in our future, keeping us from being in the present. We overthink things and overthink them and so on. Here we believe that we are the controller. Ego can become a powerful adversary. In this place, we believe that the body is extremely important because it is the vehicle in which the mind lives. Self-preservation is imperative. It believes the soul is an illusion and delusion and distracts us from considering its value. The third way we identify as, and we come to believe the truth that our soul is who we really are. This is the highest form of self-identity. Know that I'm not my body and I'm not my mind. When we train ourselves to meditate and are able to turn off our mind, there is something else there. When you would think with the mind off, there should be nothing, but instead the soul is the strong presence that remains. Here we believe that we are the observer. Here we learn to live our life by our intuition. We learn to feel the truth. We become clear on life's purpose. We come to understand that we are an intricate part of something greater than ourselves. I'm not a drop. I am the representation of the entire ocean in a drop. You come to learn and understand that our soul is eternal and that we are eternal beings that have come to this planet and took human shapes. In this place, we believe, in this mentality, we believe that the body is extremely important to honor and preserve for its best experience on this planet. We can learn and understand unconditional love on the deepest level. We believe the mind is a powerful tool with many abilities, but believes that its place is as the soul's servant. It is aware. Understand that life is a journey. Why is this important how we identify? Well, the obvious and most important reason, truth is the most important thing for us to understand and realize. If we're going through life believing our body is who we are, then we're going through life with skewed belief that we are the shell. If we go through life believing that our mind is who we really are, then we are missing the bigger picture, are terrified of death because that means the end of us forever, and we allow our mind to drive us crazy because it's doing something it was never meant to do, which is to be everything to us. The importance of telling yourself the truth about who we really are and our place is a huge role in selecting and finding our ideal forever partner. Ideally, our partner identifies in the same way as we do. Otherwise, we're not under the same understanding. How would it work for someone that identifies as their mind to seek an ideal forever partner that identifies? There's a huge fundamental difference between both of these people, and a warm and unconditionally loving epic relationship of a lifetime would not be possible because neither person is telling themselves the truth about who they really are. How can you have a relationship with someone that doesn't really know who they are? Can a relationship work if both people don't know that their soul is who they really are? I don't know. Can it work? Maybe they can cohabitate and be friends and lovers, but there's a limit to their capabilities as the relationships because neither one of them know who they really are. This is all part of leveling up to the highest and best version of ourselves. Is it any wonder why there are so few relationships in our world that are and unconditionally loving relationships of a lifetime? It's not that they're not attainable. It's that they're doomed at the start because many of the people that are entering these relationships don't know who they really are. What proof do I have that my soul is who I really am? This is how I found out that my soul is who I really am. I do have to tell you that I have experience in identifying as each of these ways. In my earlier life, my body is who I thought I really was. When I had to find a higher level of existence, I moved into believing my mind is who I really was. This was mainly because when I was brought up to not be free to ask for what I want, I had to learn how to get what I wanted without asking for it, which birthed manipulation and my need to seek the mind as a higher way of identifying myself. The body didn't care nor had time for mind games. I was more concerned about workouts and photo shoots. After some time, my mind completely took over my life. My mind was also crappy at relationships and found it entertaining to lead me to destroy every relationship I ever had during this domain. Sorry for the long answer, but here's the crux of it. When I meditated for the first time with my new mentor, it didn't work so well. Since I trusted her, I kept trying. My mind would not shut up, though. Little did I know that I was revolting against dethroning it. And meditation was just that path that could do it. Funny. My mind knew this and I had no clue. The first time that I actually was able to meditate and turn off my mind, I was blown away. Not by the silence of the mind, although that was super awesome and practically unheard of for me. The extraordinary thing that happened when I actually was able to turn off my mind and did nothing. I expected nothing. Since my mind is who I thought I was, it's only rational to believe that when it turns off, there is nothing wrong. There was a strong presence, a humming engine-like existence that I could not explain adequately or understand. The fact, though, that instead of nothing, I got this strong presence affect me in a profound way. My intuition told me that with every cell and every fiber of my being, that is who I am. This is who I really am. It changed everything. I thought up to this point, if I was wrong, so wrong about all this, then what else am I wrong about? What don't I know? How could I be wrong about this all of my life up to this point? And why hasn't anybody ever told me this? Chances are because I didn't surround myself with people that would tell me this. And if someone came around me that told me this, I would probably run away from them. What is the real truth? Oh, wow. Even though everything didn't fall right into place here, everything was different from here on out. After practicing meditation, I came to understand more and more the power, beauty, and simplicity of my soul. Did I ever beat myself up for living all those years not knowing who I really was? Sure. At first, I did, but my continued training pushed past that limiting belief. It was simply a part of my journey, and instead of regretting not finding my soul sooner, instead, I chose to embrace that I finally did. I had lost all those years, and I finally got answers why, and I found my place. I searched for my place out in the world for years, and I found everything I ever was and everything I ever will be right here inside of me. Death no longer stressed me and turned into motivation to live this best life, because it could be my last. I mean, if I'm an eternal being, then why could this be my last chance to have a life here on this planet? There are several truths I learned after I discovered who I really was. I've learned and accepted them for myself, and I invite you to consider them for yourself. The most precious thing in the universe, to God, universe, higher power, is its souls. God loves us so much that it wants us to have everything that we want. God gave us free will and will not interfere with our free will, even if it's destructive. The most precious thing in the universe is to learn about love. This complicated planet was created so we could choose to come here and forget who we really are on the deepest level in order to be placed in a situation of life where we can learn about many different kinds of love. We are eternal beings with infinite possibilities. Our strength comes in acknowledging and utilizing what we have instead of dwelling on it. Our bodies are flesh, but our souls live on. I am not a drop in the ocean. I am the representation of the entire ocean in a drop. Each of us souls, we are the same. We're all the same. All souls are a part of the whole. Usually at this time, I would go into the affirmations and declarations meditation, but that has its own time slot now, every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I recently launched the 2024 Inner Peace Challenge, where you can learn how to create inner peace for yourself that will automatically share it out into the world, touching others. Consider rewarding yourself and accepting this challenge to add this integral part of leveling up to the highest and best version of you. It's free and will improve your life immensely. Take this epic journey with me at wicm.love. It's completely free and my gift to you. Thanks for sharing a part of your morning with me. I'm grateful that you did, and I hope that you learned something. I'm grateful that you did, and I hope that you are more self-aware and evolved since we started 30 or so minutes ago. If you can shift in this short of a time, imagine what you can accomplish in a whole day, a whole month, 1 year. In our affirmations and declarations and meditation portion, that's now on Sundays, we use breathing techniques that enable us to move through realms of past, future, and bring us back to the present realm. Within the breathing techniques, you also were able to affect your blood flow and pressure as well as your heartbeat at your will. If you can affect your body's organ functions at your will, imagine what else you have the capability of doing with specific training. We are infinite beings with infinite possibilities, and that's the truth. Have a beautiful day and recall this experience throughout your day, and remember that you can influence your body's and your mind's functions and change how you feel. You also learn to move through past, future, and present realms at will. You can also influence and change how you feel at any given time or moment. These are a lot of abilities that don't even scratch the surface of our human abilities. All it takes is taking charge of your abilities and emotions. Finally, our weekly Ideal Forever Partner Magnet newsletter is out, and it unveils secrets, tips, and hacks on attracting your ideal forever partner like a magnet. Get this weekly wealth of information in one place. Just go to theifpmagnet.com and you can sign up to get started on your weekly tips, secrets, and hacks to finding your IFP. Chat soon. If you've enjoyed today's episode, please rate, review, and subscribe to the Ideal Forever Partner Magnet podcast. Your support helps us reach more souls in search of their unconditional true love. Check us out everywhere podcasts. Remember, you have the power to create heaven on earth through unconditional love. This is your life, no one else's. Grasp the courage to strive for the highest and best version of you